Red alert!
Welcome back to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt. Today, day number 18 of December. Day number 18 to remember. Day number 18 of this blind Advent whiskey tasting invitational schminvishmational calendar of love making, and whiskey. Today, we sit in front of a crackling LCD fireplace, and we like to just reminisce about all the love we made on Christmas Eve, and all the love we never made on Christmas Eve. If you've made it this far into this calendar, in this month of this year, thank you so much. A little bit behind the scenes, this is a little bit tedious. A video a day does not keep the doctor away. Day number 18. America. Remember when getting dizzy was fun? You just get dizzy for fun, and you'd giggle and be like, I'm so dizzy. As my good friend Frosty the Snowman used to say, life's too short to sit in front of a fake fireplace and melt. So let's drink some whiskey. What the hell? What in the heck is that? Son of a bee. Rye? It's a rye whiskey. Evasive maneuver. Switching glassware. I always get worried that what I'm smelling on here isn't accurate. It's just potent. This whiskey is far too cold. It's easier to identify a warmer whiskey. Warm it up, Chris. I'm about to. Warm it up, Chris. That's what I was born to do. Warm it up, Chris. I'm about to. Warm it up, Chris. That's what I was born to do. Let's go ahead and stamp day number 18, a rye whiskey. Stamped it. And after it's stamped, there's no going back. Kind of like the lower back tattoo. It's rye, it's a bit musty. I get kind of a little bit of a basement funk. Like you're walking down the stairs in your grandmother's house. Or you're walking down the stairs in a scary movie with the lights off like an idiot. If you're ever in a scary movie and you're walking into a basement, got an idea. Just turn the lights on. It makes things way easier to see. And if there's someone down there waiting for you with like chains and hooks and stuff, you'll be able to see it. Then you'll be able to make better decisions based off of what you see. Because seeing is believing. And believing is half the battle. So, where was I? How did I even get there from here? No idea. Oh yeah, musty basement. A twinge of mint. A musty mint. Ooh, that would be a name of a terrible selling gum. Musty mint gum. Mouth feeling crusty? Slightly improve it with musty mint gum. Day 18 down the chimney. Chimney crickets. Ooh. That's nice. Ooh. Hello. Hello, sweet bottom. Ooh. Now that's a rye whiskey. I would bring that rye whiskey out on a date. You make reservations 6 months in advance. You show up to your reservation dressed to the nines, which makes no sense because if you were really dressed up, you'd be dressed to the tens. Only slackers would just dress to the nines and then brag about it. You go to the restaurant dressed to the tens. It's just you and your rye whiskey. Oh, hello. Welcome to Fancy Fran's Fish and Tits. Come on in. Table for two. Mr. Porter, we've been expecting you for 6 months. Come on in. You get seated, it's a table for two. You sit on one side, nobody sits on the other. You sit there for what seems like an hour, but it was really only about 8 minutes before you start to tear up because you couldn't find a date in 6 months. You just sit there staring at the empty seat across from you. The senior citizen sitting directly yonder, right past where your date should be sitting, turns and makes eye contact with you and says, "What the fuck are you looking at?" Says, "Sorry. Super sorry, sir. Thank you for your service." The waiter comes back and says, "Sir, I don't think your date is showing up." So what do? You order for two because you planned on doing it anyway. But instead of sharing it or doing splitsies, you just house the whole thing. You just eat 2 meals. And then, where was I going with this? I have no idea why I am in a restaurant right now. How did we get here? How did we get 26 minutes into a video and I'm in a restaurant? Okay. So you take the bottle out of your pocket and you just sit there and drink until the police come. And you enjoy every sip of it. Every sip. Then you leave Cody an extra nice tip. I guess what I'm trying to say is this rye whiskey is so delicious that even if you couldn't find a date to a fancy restaurant for 6 months and you went to that restaurant and ate by yourself and eventually got arrested, this rye is good enough to actually kind of make up for that. Going back to I officially warmed it up while I was talking. Oh man, cherry pie. Cherry pie and cherry pie crust now on the nose. Oh yes. The nose is starting to come to life. Oh, I like it. Oh, Stacy Carosi, that smells good. Oh, Leah Remini. Carrie Heffernan. Church of Scientology, that smells nice. Since it warmed up in my hand a little bit, all these extra smells are coming through that is like aged, delicious, sweet, fruity cobbler rye. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. I thought the nose was good before, but now that it's a bit warm, wow. Now there's some chocolate coming through on the palate. Heavy chocolate. Dark, heavy chocolate. Heavy chocolate and marshmallows and spice and sweetness and deliciousness. It doesn't taste young. It tastes aged. It tastes like an aged rye. Day 16, amazing. Day 17, amazing. Day 18, oh, hells yeah. Another great score incoming. Day 18 is day great teen. 8.8. It's an 8.8, just like yesterday. Who knows what the heck we're dealing with here, but I need to find out. Because it is so good. It is so good. I am so happy that I went on that tangent about going to dinner by myself. Because when I did that, it warmed that whiskey up enough to where all of the goodness just shot out of it. Boy. I am so confused. Barrel bourbon single barrel? It's bourbon? Ace Spirits Barrel Bourbon Single Barrel. 6 year, 120.9 proof. Why does this taste like a rye? Where the hell's a barrel from? Rumored to be Willet. 6 year, 9 month, 120.98 proof. That explains the rye. I haven't had a lot of Willet bourbon, but the ones I've had, especially when they're blind, I always think that they're a rye. This has got to be one of those single barrels that sells for $1 million on the secondary market. How did they get that? How do they get a Willet Kentucky-sourced single barrel for their store from Barrel Bourbon? Sasha Vujicic, that's good. I don't even know anymore. This calendar is getting out of control. It's getting out of control. It's like a Jeep Trackhawk on black ice. Weep, 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 weep. My name is Matt. This is ADHD Whiskey, and like I always say, keep your head in the clouds, but your mind on making sure your Christmas list is buttoned up good and tight, because any day now, it'll be too late to make those presents arrive on Christmas night. Take a gander at your list and make sure you have things on there that are unobtainable, like a Jeep Trackhawk, weep, and probably that bottle that we just tasted today, but also things that are obtainable, like socks and basically just socks. I wrote a letter to Santa this year, put it in the mailbox, haven't heard back. Haven't heard a peep out of the old jolly man, so I'm assuming he got it. On Christmas morning, I will wake up, I will rub my eyes, I will go downstairs to my surprise, and Jeep Trackhawk in the driveway from Santa Claus. Been a good boy this year. I've been such a good boy this year, and I feel like Santa has noticed. And I feel like my letter got to him in time for him to arrange a special Christmas morning delivery of a brand new Jeep Trackhawk right in my driveway.